My name is Katie Thimineur. I come here tonight as a concerned parent on behalf of my children. Since my children are minors and cannot necessarily speak for themselves, it is my duty as their parent to be their voice. Unfortunately, the Department of Education, with the assistance of the federal government, has eviscerated the laws regarding the Family, Education, Rights, and Privacy Act, or FERPA, to make it possible to gain much more information and data on our children, teachers, and parents without our consent. This data will be sent from the State Ed Department to In Bloom and put on a cloud, which they cannot guarantee its safety and security. In order to gain access to our children's medical records, the laws regarding HIPAA have been changed to allow for medical information to be shared with an entity considered to be a business associate. These two things alone diminish my rights as a parent to protect the privacy of my children and attempts to lessen my ability to be a voice for my children. As any parent would know, this is not acceptable. At the beginning of this school year, I called for a meeting with both of my children's principals to share my concerns about Common Core. They behaved as if they knew very little about Common Core, except about what they are doing in their own schools to implement it. Several weeks later, I posted a few links from the commissioners' forums on one of my children's PTA Facebook pages and was immediately blocked. After 2 weeks of having my emails ignored, a few phone calls, and talking in person with the PTA president and principal, they have decided that because Common Core is political, they will not allow me to have a parent voice and share my concerns with members of the PTA and parents in the district. When I attempt to talk to teachers in my district, I am met with a reluctance to speak or neutrality regarding Common Core. I am told I should share my concerns with the Board of Education and the superintendent. When I do, which I have often, it falls on deaf ears, or I'm told I'm a minority. As far as being a minority in my district, please let it be known that there was only one Common Core meeting held last February. Recently, there have been Common Core PTA meetings, which are a sham because the NPTA has been funded by the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation to promote and endorse Common Core. It is my opinion that because we are a pilot district for the SLOs, or Student Learning Objectives, and APPR, that like much of Common Core in general, in order for it to have gotten as far as it has, it had to be implemented with little knowledge. In order for our district to have this pilot program go smoothly and be considered exemplar, information had to be withheld from parents and the community. Essentially, we were kept in the dark while our children's data, privacy, minds, and futures are being stripped away from them, while at the same time, robbing parents of their natural right to protect their children. Again, this is not acceptable. I would like to end with a quote from Dietrich Bonhoeffer, I might be pronouncing that wrong. "Silence in the face of evil is itself evil. God will not hold us guiltless. To not speak is to speak. To not act is to act." Thank you for listening to our concerns and grievances, and I appreciate the time you have taken to be here.